I consider Grandmaster Chuck Norris as one of the major influences in my martial arts career. It is an honor for me to present the 2020 Chuck Norris edition of the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers Biography book.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a young brown belt in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, who had the opportunity to meet and shake hands with an idol. He was this young brown belt's idol because when he had been a younger kid in school, he was bullied. And he happened to be in a store one day and picked up a karate magazine that jumped out at him. The first thing he saw was a picture of a karate champion holding a giant trophy that he had just won. And this young bullied man said to himself, whoa, I want to be like that champion, and I want to win one of those trophies. The young brown belt we referred to, and the young man who was inspired by the magazine was none other than our host and publisher for the Who's Who in the Martial Arts. Now, Grandmaster himself, Jessie Bowen. And he was actually referring to the very first picture he saw in that magazine, that of Chuck Norris. Here we are, 45 years later. Grandmaster Jessie Bowen has the opportunity to dedicate this year's work to the man who started it all, Grandmaster Chuck Norris. As you have all seen, the theme for this year is Giving Back for a Lifetime, a philanthropic lifestyle that Chuck and Gena Norris have done for their UFAF and the Kickstart organizations. I personally had an opportunity to be inspired by Chuck Norris. Back in the 70s, we're all Bruce Lee's fan. When I saw the movie Return of the Dragon with Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris, the ultimate battle at the Rome Coliseum as the American champion, I instantly became a Chuck Norris fan. Of course, we all watch all of his movies. Good Guys Wear Black, A Force of One, Octagon, Missing in Action, Sidekick, and his TV series, Walker, Texas Ranger, just to name a few. And in 1978, I met Grandmaster Chuck Norris at Virginia Beach, Virginia, where I had an opportunity to compete at the tournament where he was hosting. It was one of the memorable weekends of my martial arts career. We're so glad you were able to join us for this special event. We look forward to hearing from Grandmaster Norris and his bride, the incredible Gena Norris, along with Grandmasters Jessie Bowen, Joe Corley, and World Champion Jeff Smith, as they congratulate all of you for the work you have done in your areas. As all of us are giving back for what we have gained in martial arts, now I introduce you, our publisher, our host, and the man who worked so hard, who has brought together these last 6 years of Who's Who in the Martial Arts series. Originally from Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, Grandmaster Jessie Bowen.
Thank you, John. And you're right. As everyone can imagine, what an honor it is for me to dedicate this year's work to the man who started out for me on day one, Grandmaster Chuck Norris. Grandmaster Norris has inspired tens of millions of people around the world, people whom he will never meet. Just like many of us as martial artists, we inspire others. We inspire others through the actions and through our martial arts classes, people that we've never met, even people that may have seen us in action. And this is what this year's book, the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers book, is designed to do. The world will have an opportunity to read about your bio as you share the story of how the martial arts has impacted your life. I remember that image that I saw in my first martial arts magazine of Grandmaster Chuck Norris holding this huge trophy cup. I knew at that very moment that I wanted to be a martial arts champion. And then having the opportunity to meet him and shake hands and take a picture with him inspired me for over 40 years. Having the opportunity to publish Grandmaster Norris, the organization, and all of his work into the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers book will inspire me for another 4 decades. As we move forward, sharing our story with the world through the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers is an incredible opportunity for us to impact the world.
Thank you, Grandmaster Bowen, for creating such a great celebration by bringing the finest martial artists in the world together. Gena and I want to congratulate all of you in the inclusion of this year's Who's Who in the Martial Arts publication. Gena and I thank you for your support and wish you all the very best now and in the future. God bless you all.
God bless you all.